scoop line.
Yep. Yep. Well, I think we probably put it together a little better on both ends of the floor tonight than the previous two, and I think defensively especially, worried about them making a bunch of threes like they did at Missouri. We were a little better. And I thought we had some really efficient offensive possessions in the second half, calm ones, and which is kind of what this group has been.
Questions for players?
Trey, the first half, like what was the difference in being able to have a really good first half for the first time in seven?
Yeah, I think it was just getting stops. I think when you can string together stops and the way we're scoring right now, offense, you can start to build leads like that. And we were able to string together multiple stops at a time and able to build a lead that way.
Nate, we talked to you yesterday about defense. Your thoughts on how you guys played tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was obviously a focus for us yesterday in practice. Being a little bit more, vocal on the defensive side of the ball, as well as dictating what they were doing. So just being a little bit more aggressive on that side of the ball. So I think it was definitely raised a little bit of a level today.
About the second half.
Second half.
Second half defense.
Yeah, I think obviously a couple of breakdowns there in the second half, but overall I think they really spaced the floor. So having hands up and getting out to 3-point line, running off the line. Yeah, overall I think it was definitely a step forward for us.
Trey, in the second half, it seemed like it was a lot of times when you guys needed a bucket to kind of push ahead. It was you kind of raising your hand. What was your mindset going into that? And I guess it's 3 straight games to double figures to start the year. What has that done for you? Or I guess what have you kind of hoped to show that maybe these 3 games have showed?
To answer your first question, I think it's just kind of you can start to kind of feel the game start to shift, and I think I'm someone with the ball in my hands a lot, and the coaches trust me to make decisions, and I feel pretty comfortable shooting the shot in that situation. So it's just taking it with confidence, and I've been able to knock it down these first 3 games. And for the second one, I mean, it feels good, definitely. I know last year wasn't the best scoring output that I had, but I think these guys trust me, coach trusts me, and I worked hard all summer, and confidence is there now. So.
You got to the line 6 times. I know you were there a whole lot toward the end of last year. What's been kind of the difference there as far as being able to finish better? Do you feel more comfortable around the rim there?
I think we're getting to the bonus a little early on in the halves, and then I think I've always been able to get into the paint, but I think it's more so just looking to, instead of always looking to pass when I get down there, more so looking to score first, and then if something opens up, pass it. And I think that's where some of the finishes come from as well as the fouls.
Nate, knowing that you're going to get an early touch, how does that allow you to get an offensive scoring rhythm early in games the way you have?
Yeah, definitely. I think just trying to be aggressive from the start. Trying to score, trying to make a play. I think also sometimes trying to get to the free throw line to settle in the game. But yeah, definitely just trying to stay aggressive. At the beginning of the game.
Anything else for players? Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
Ice.
Mike was slow, salty yesterday.
Yeah, you know what? We were pretty good, so he didn't have to get salty. And we got up and down a little bit, and I thought we were more engaged. I think this group knows. Kind of show them some stuff on video. You got older, sharp guys who played a lot. Here's where and your field goal percentage defense down there more around 40 is a little more manageable. But I am impressed with how we share the ball and we calmly play together, and how we get to the foul line and use that as a weapon. For the most part, just to keep them around 6, 7 3-point shots. It's been pretty good for us. Impressed with everybody, but these 2 guys have been just fabulous. When you look at the improvement and how they've changed and the confidence they're playing with, it's really cool to see for these 2 guys. And with Trey, through the years, whether it's Martin Inglesby or Chris Thomas or Chris Quinn or Kyle McIlharney or Torrey Jackson, Jaron Grant. I need a guy like that that's running the team and I can talk to. And we weren't sure who that was going to be through June. Marcus Hammond was, but it's funny with Marcus Hammond out, and it's like, Trey, we need you, and we need 35 minutes. He has just grabbed it, and he's calm, and he sees the floor, and I just love his demeanor. I think his demeanor just helps all of us stay calm offensively.
If you talk, or did you talk to Nate in the summer, like, there's no excuse, and there's no reason for you not to have a double-double, because you're the main guy down there now.
Yep.
Just pencil in 15 and 12 every night.
Yeah, and I think, what you had to explain to him as he was thinking through it was Paul Atkinson, Blake Wesley, and Prentice Hub are gone. And that's good for you. And you played great with them and you loved it. The stage has been cleared out for you to be the star. And it took me time to explain that to him. And I was like, we love all those guys, but they need to go for you to be the guy. And I love that he's grabbed it. And he's also really been leading for us. His voice, he's he was always kind of a quieter guy when he was younger. He's a man. I love talking to him about what do you think about practice? What do you think about this? Who do I need to talk to? He's a man.
I know they made a run, but how nice is it for the first time this year not to have the games?
Well,
where it's a 2-minute mark and it's either
oh yeah,
3
no,
or down 3.
I'm mentally preparing us for, hard games, and but I thought we did a great job building. You're right, they put a little bit on us, but I thought we, kind of responded and didn't have to get to game situations. And one of the things we talked about is, you talk about other teams in the league, like we got to keep our nose clean. We got to. I went into the scouting yesterday and I said, did Boston College and Florida State handle their business last night? No. All right. Well, we got to handle our business. Let's handle our business. And we got one more. We get through that, and then we need a little bit of rest because these guys are logging it. We need a little bit of rest over the weekend and then tune it back up for next week.
Was 32 even on your scouting report? He's been injured, apparently.
You know what? I'm going to blame that on Hamlet Tibbs if 32 went off on us. Did 32 go off on us? Oh, he this is his first game back. So he's been injured, and I knew he was a big, wide body, and it's one of those things. So, okay, we're one-on-one in the post with him, and he's beating the guy up a little bit, other than Nate can guard him one-on-one. But if we help, and all of a sudden they make 11 threes, now we got a different night, and we're so efficient offensively, even though a layup kind of is, oh, God, that's a dagger because they just dunked it. Counts too, and we're going to come down to the other end and be efficient, and I think over time, that's kind of how we've played here at times, getting out on that arc, and we didn't play any zone tonight except for the group at the end. And I think maybe I screwed us up getting us in zone too quick the first 2 games because I was worried about foul trouble in depth. And the assistants were great, like, don't let us off the hook. We got to stay man-to-man if we're going to make progress, and they were right on that.
You mentioned the other day of zone being a thing that can be kind of a crutch, but I guess going off of that, how just of a nice kind of boost was it to not need to go?
Yeah. It's a, we're going to need it, and we're going to play it. And I love playing it on the road. I love zoning on the road a little bit and see if a group can get tight and we can use and I think as Van and Nate play more together, that's a lot of length back there. I want to put Van in the middle and get Nate out of the middle of 23 because you see what he can do back there, and let Nate be out on the forward stuff because he talks and he moves. And Van, I'm going to tell Van, stand in the arc. Do not come out of the arc, and if you goaltend half the shots, that's okay with me. Pin stuff on the board. If you goaltend the first couple, that's all right. He kind of looked at me like, really? I said, yeah, you just go get everything. And so that's something I think we need to work on as we get closer to next week. Thanks, guys. Good Friday. Whew.